Yes, it's the Earn and ISO show with no ISO though. Just so you know, listen, if y'all was here last week, you know what I'm saying, we love the responses that we got from the online horror stories episodes. You know what I'm saying, and we got actually a couple more of those since then. Like I said, that was something that I did by myself. Just ISO need a break every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bombarding with stuff. And if you didn't check that episode out, man, check that episode out of those stories. You know what I'm saying, from horror online dating. And you know what I'm saying? We actually didn't have all of them wasn't bad. The first one was good, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Shouts out to y'all, engagement. But this right here is the questions and concerns, the continuation of the online dating. Like I said, this is something that stemmed from my man ISO saying that when you go online dating, you run into a lot of unfavorably faced candidates. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that put y'all in an uproar because it's a lot of people that's doing online dating. And y'all got offense to that. So, the floodgates opened up and we are here now. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, man, let's get into these questions. We got a couple of them. This one says, "Hey, Ern and ISO, I matched with someone on a dating app, and within 2 days, they were already telling me they loved me. I'm talking full-blown paragraphs about how they see a future with me, even though we haven't met yet. Is this a red flag or just someone who falls fast? How do you tell the difference between genuine excitement and love bombing? Wow, but they haven't even met you. That sounds like a red flag for real. Listen, there's a lot of people out here just desperate not to be lonely. You know what I'm saying? And they'll accept, not to say this is, that they're accepting you and fall in love with you or something around me like crazy, but they'll accept and do anything, go out of their way, you know what I'm saying, just to meet demands and needs so that they can say that I didn't in life lonely. Don't nobody want to be lonely. Lonely may be a pain that's worse than, you know what I'm saying, sadness, fear, anger, man, because when you lonely, you by yourself. That's something real deep, and a lot of people don't, don't handle that well. So, me myself, I think I would kind of like slowly back away from that person. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to match with somebody that's your partner, not somebody that's going to pretend to be something just because they don't want to be by themselves. So that is definitely a red flag. They can also be somebody that actually just falls easily because of their situation. You don't know that, but at the end of the day, if those things are uncomfortable to you, then that's still enough for you. So even if it is genuine, but it's still, uh, a red flag for you, move away. Just because it's genuine for them, if you don't like it, you still, remove yourself. All right, it say, I went on a date with a guy whose profile was full of outdoors hiking pics, gym workouts, and fun adventures in person. He confessed he just did all that for the pictures, and he actually hates the outdoors. He literally told me he gets winded walking to his mailbox. How common is it for someone to fake entire lifestyles for dating profiles? Have you guys seen this happen a lot? Listen, man, people fake lives on Instagram, period. Not just for dating, you know what I'm saying? That's just what people do. People create lifestyles that they wish that they could live or that they wish that they could have. You know what I'm saying? With Instagram and all different type of social media outlets. So it is something that is super common. And on the dating app, it's probably even more prevalent. Because, you're not just looking for likes and follows and, all that. You're looking for a partner that you could probably share the rest of your life with. So you want to seem like the most entertaining, engaging, um, attractive. Because, sometimes people find that attractive if you're an outdoor person and you do a lot of hiking and you do a lot of things. You want to seem like you're the most attractive. Listen, this person got a whole lot of other candidates that they up against. I have to show you why I'm the one. You know what I mean? Even if me showing you that I'm the one is a lie. So you'll run into that a lot. So just be careful, be wary, and trust me, it happens more than you know. And on online dating, it probably happens more there than anywhere else. So, be careful, do your due diligence in finding out the real person that you're dating. And, just keep doing what you're doing. A guy invited me over for a movie night as our first date. When I got there, I noticed he didn't have a couch. I already read this right here. She sent this back to us as a question. So let's just go through it because this was actually like one of the funniest ones. Um, this is, she sent the story in as in the question. So no, this is not one because this says she. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I'm confusing two stories together because this one says he didn't have a couch. The last one said all he had was a couch and a TV. A guy invited me over for movie night, and yeah, she said movie night. Last time the guy invited her over to eat as our first date. When I got there, I noticed he didn't have a couch, just a mattress on the floor, and his TV was sitting on a crate. All right, I mean, that must be a guy thing. I mean, that must be bachelor thing. You know what I'm saying? Couch and TV. I mean, how we do it, we do it. Mattress and TV. So, just a mattress and a TV sitting on the crate. He asked me, "So you ready to eat?" And then handed me a pack of ramen noodles. Do men really think this is acceptable? What are your top signs someone isn't actually dating but just looking for a place to crash? Um, that voted. He might not even be looking for a place to crash. He might be comfortable in the situation. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. As men, we don't need a lot for just us. So even though you probably as a woman walked in there and was like, "Yo, what is going on in here?" As men, we find comfort in the slightest and the least things. You know what I'm saying? As long as I got a spot with a roof, full walls, you know what I'm saying, a TV for entertainment when I'm in here and I'm not working or something like that, a couch, a bed. I don't even need a headboard. Give me the bed with the original metal frame. You know what I mean? Box spring. I'm cool like that. So some men are very comfortable in conditions that a woman would look at and be like, yo, what is going on in here? So that don't necessarily mean that he crashing. That just mean that he comfortable in his skin and he just comfortable where he at. You never know his situation. Maybe he just got there. Maybe you know what I'm saying, he does have plans on upgrading the spot. But that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, he is trying to look for a place to crash. As far as the ramen noodles, I don't know about that because even myself, like if you have to do things that you don't do on the first couple of dates to like woo the person over. You know what I mean? That has to become like I mean what it is. Even if you don't go to Steak 48 or wherever y'all from, Roof Chris or Chima's or whatever restaurants that's the area you from. If you don't go there often, but this is just what I do because I'm taking you out on a date. Sometimes you got to go above and beyond. Maybe he's just a horrible planner. You know what I mean? Because I don't know no man that would think that this date right here is going to get me to date number two. Me coming there, I mean, even if I'm trying to be, listen, I'm trying to be as real as possible. I'm going to be authentic. You know what I'm saying? And this is who I am, and this is what I'm going to give you. Trust me, there's no man that I could think off the top of my head is going to be like, look, I'm going to bring over here and I'm going to give her the oodles and noodles, and then, whatever happens, happens. And so that right there, I don't understand that. You know what I mean? I don't understand that. Maybe in the text messages threads, y'all was getting too close, and maybe he just tried to listen. Men do things to sabotage situations. Maybe you know what I'm saying he seen something that he had a red flag. He was like, look, I'm just going to do this because I know this is going to chase her off. You know what I mean? You have to understand. Men do things, you know what I'm saying, to sabotage situations as well. You know what I mean? Rather than coming out and telling somebody like I don't want to be with you or I think we should just end this where it's at. You know what I mean? They let you do that. So that could have been that right there. You never know. Um, or that could have just been where he at in life. You know what I mean? Maybe he don't got the funds to do the Roof Chris, but he felt like this ramen noodles is something special. You never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop. We got to stop looking at what a person is doing and measuring that up against like the status quo and saying, by this person doing this, what did that take from them? Like that ramen noodle, I mean, you never know. He could have been a rice eating dude. I mean, I know people that do that. They eat rice all day because they save money. You know, he could have been a rice eating dude. And that ramen noodles could have been a step up to show like, yo, I don't got it, but I want to show you this. Yo, stop taking things that people do and comparing it to like the status quo of the social media or the status quo of what my friend went out on that date and they did this or take people for what they are and just measure that. You know what I'm saying? If I give you $100, you know what I mean? That $100 could have been my last $100. But your last dude, he gave you 1,000. But you know what I'm saying? He had 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Out of his 50,000, he gave you 1,000. Out of my $105, I gave you $100. So measure people like that, man. Not by what we think a person should do. So you know what I mean? That he could actually be a very genuine dude. And this really could have been something for him. You know what I mean? Like you said, the mattress on the floor and the TV on the crate. So what more could you really, you know what I'm saying, expect from him? You want him to take you, somewhere crazy. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's crazy how I don't know if you went through with the date after that, but how was the date? Like if you went through for the net, it's, you know what I'm saying, for the Netflix and chill. How was the date? Like it could have been one of the best dates of your life, regardless of what the meal was, or regardless of what the yummy aesthetic was, what the, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, the atmosphere was. It could have been one of the best dates. He was engaged. We laughed. We joked. We watched a funny movie. You know what I'm saying. We spoke after that. He asked all the right questions. You know what I'm saying. We talked about all the right things. You never know, man. The dating experience has changed tremendously to where you taking me and what we doing, rather than who are you and I mean how do we match up. That's what the dating experience is supposed to be. That's why back in the day so many relationships last so long, rather than today where it's like where am I going and what are we doing. Because trust me, it's people out here with money and they could do the most for you and take you to the, you know what I'm saying, most elaborate places, but when it comes to connection they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to go out to the 5-star restaurant, or you got to go to the bar and y'all had a table and y'all was popping bottles. So let's change the dynamic on what we doing. If we dating, because you know people say we dating with intentions. If we dating with intentions, what are your intentions? Are your intentions to, you know what I'm saying, go to the restaurant you never went to, or your intentions to find a lifelong partner? You know what I mean? And if you're gonna find a lifelong partner, whatever I bring to the table for you to do, for us to do together, you're gonna be willing to do it. I can say, yo, we going out to the park. I got a picnic bags. We gonna eat at the park. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be willing to open yourself up to certain things, because you never know, man. Women help men level up. Men help women level up. He could be in a spot where like, yo, he a cool dude. It's just certain things that he's missing, and I can help him with that. And you know what I mean? With my help, he turned into a multi-millionaire, and vice versa. So um, I don't know that man's situation, you know what I'm saying? But like, let's not judge the situation off of that. Judge it off of the experience that you had there. You know what I mean? The interaction that you had with that person. Um, I matched with a woman who texts me all day, every day, but dodges every attempt to actually meet in person. It's been 2 months. What's the deal? Is she just bored, or does someone use dating apps just to get attention with no real intention of dating? That is true. Listen, a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? You know, listen, I'm gonna say like this for me myself, and I'm not even on no dating apps, but a lot of women and men have been matched up with people for a long period of time. You know what I mean? I've been in a 15-year marriage. Before that, my marriage was 5 years, so that's 20 years that I've been, you know what I'm saying, consistent with one person. You know what I mean? 5-year marriage. It was a 15-year relationship. I went to another 15-year relationship. So damn near 30 years I've been exclusive to one person. One person got you know what I mean, got out of that situation. A couple months later, boom, another one person. Now I'm in this situation. So some people go through things because this is something new to them. You know what I mean? I never went through the rigmarole of dating or being courted or being sought out or having all this attention, you know what I'm saying, from certain people. And not just attention, because you get attention when you're with people anyway, but attention that I can like reciprocate to them too. Like, you know, you say hello or how am I doing? And I can say hello, how you doing? Because I'm single now too. So a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, is you know what I'm saying, new to people, and that's why they do it. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, come out of long-term relationships and have no intention on dating, but they just like the attention that they get. It buys them time, you know what I'm saying, in their day that they feel with someone else. And now you're filling that slot of time, you know what I'm saying, you or multiple other people, you're filling that slot of time, and that's giving them some comfort and something, you know what I mean, to carry throughout. So, yes, a lot of people, I do believe a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot. That's just life, though. Listen, it's people that beyond online dating that, like I said before, go on social media sites and they do things for likes. And when they put a post up, non-stop looking at the post because they want to see how many likes, how many engagements, how many comments. You know what I'm saying? So people do things to fill, I'm not gonna say voids, but they do things to fill occupied times in their life. You know what I'm saying? And that thing is good enough for them. So you have to be the person to understand what is this person's intentions. You know what I mean? What are they getting out of this? Or it could just be somebody that, you know what I'm saying, they cool. Maybe she uncomfortable with, you know what I'm saying, how she look. And you know what I mean? She just want to make the connection legitimate with you within the Texas before she show you how you look. Because you can be deep into it. You like, damn, you know what I'm saying? She a little overweight, but we have great conversation. I can overlook that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's her. She could be doing that. You know what I mean? She could be feeling uncomfortable with herself. Or you never know what her situation is. But yes, people do things to garner attention. You know what I'm saying? With no real intention on dating. Trust me, that is a fact. Plus, I don't even know what the dating lifestyle or dating like atmosphere is now. Like I don't know what how that looks or what it is. Like because I hear from people that say like, man, there's men that's on dating sites. They only looking for 2 dates, and then after that they looking for sex. Then they trying to move on to the next person. You know what I mean? Because certain men of certain ages, you got to think about it like this: men of certain ages, you know what I'm saying, are more valuable to women of a lower age. And not to say women lose their value as they get older, but men, like in my 40s, I know that, God willing, you know what I'm saying? Thank God, you know what I mean? I'm an okay dude. I could probably get somebody in their late 20s or early 30s, you know what I'm saying? So if a 40-year-old try to match up with me, and I'm like, why would I match up with a 40-year-old when I can go out here with this 20-year-old and have more fun, more exciting, she more vibrant, you know what I'm saying? And she not set in her ways, so I don't got to argue with her about certain things. You know what I mean? And that could be the dating the dating situation that we in now. Like, you know, people are on there and everybody's looking for different things. There's women out there that they may set their filters to I'm 40, so I'm looking for another man in his 40s, and the man is 40. You like, all right, you understand that, but you ain't looking for me. I'm 40. I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for 25 to 35. You know what I'm saying? And 25 to 35, I'm getting matched. I'm getting matches. You know what I'm saying? So that could be the thing too, man. You know what I mean? Just say I started dating a guy I met on Hinge and things were going great until I found out his ex still had the password to his Netflix and was using his Uber account. When I brought it up, he said, "Oh, it's not a big deal. We're just cool like that." Am I crazy for thinking there's a little that's a little too cool? Nah. That seems just regular. Listen, I understand everybody's situation is different. When one person have an ex, I know some people that's like, yo, my exes can't be my friends. But that person had to be a friend at one point to become a lover, a boyfriend, girlfriend. So, you know what I mean? I have certain exes that I'm still like, I'm cordial with. I'm not saying like they the best of friends. Like they come over and we eat and we kick it and we go out and all this other stuff. But like, you just don't kick people to the side because you separate. You know what I mean? Especially if the separation was something like, mutual, like, yo, I think this ran its course. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cheated on each other. Nobody put hands on nobody. We just got to the point where he's like, yo, I think it ran its course. And I think, you know what I'm saying, we need to move on for the betterment of us. Why would that person be an enemy now? If you know what I mean, you was with me and I cared for you at a certain point in time, and you know what I mean, when you was here, we watched Netflix, or you know what I'm saying, when you was here, you used the Uber account. Why would I cut you off of those minimal things? Like those are like the minimalistic things. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so, I kick you out, you can't watch TV no more. Get your own Netflix account. Nah, yeah, you can use the Netflix account. You know what I'm saying? You can use the Uber account. Matter of fact, if I got a couple of dollars and you need an Uber, I'm gonna get you an Uber. You know what I'm saying? You just because you my ex don't mean I X you out my life. So I know certain people's situations where that is what they live by. Like you an ex for a reason, and when I X somebody out my life, they're out my life, and I'm done with them forever. Yo, that if that's for you, then that's for you. That don't think that same philosophy holds true for everybody else because it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So, um, an ex to him could just be an ex lover and ex, you know what I'm saying, boyfriend and girlfriend. But it could be a new friend. You're my ex lover, but you're my new friend. You know what I mean, I know people who have exes that are their best friends. You know what I'm saying? So this person might just get me in a certain way, but you know what I mean, when it comes to us compatibility, we just don't match up. Like when we together, we always arguing, but as friends, we the best of friends. So yeah, man, like yeah, don't take that so serious. And the thing about it, you brought it up to him and he said, "Oh yeah, it's not a big deal." It ain't like he tried to hide it. You know what I mean? Listen, if he would have tried to hide something as small as that, then that probably would have been a red flag. But he was like, "Yeah, that's yeah." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she used Netflix. Yeah, she used Uber account. How you even find that out for her for though? You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all be looking for stuff, and when y'all find it, y'all go berserk. But you found what you was looking for. Obviously, you was looking for something, and you found the smallest of things, and you bring it to his attention. And even in that, he was like, "Yeah, that's what happens." So come on, man, we gotta stop. If you looking for something and you found it, you found what you found. That's what you was looking for, and you found it. So come on now. Um, Why do people put so much energy into texting for weeks, planning dates, and hyping things up only to completely disappear right before the date happens? I swear online dating feels like a full-time job just to get ghosted before the first interview. People have anxiety that they deal with. You know what I'm saying? This is why texting is such a big thing now. Because texting, if I text you, you don't have to hear my voice. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? The tone of the context is not there. It's just me texting you something back and forth. A person can do that all day. You know what I'm saying? And hide behind those words of who they actually are. And that's why people are so comfortable on social media. They'll say whatever they want on social media because you don't know who that person is. You don't know what that person look like. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that there may be such thing as dating anxiety. There has to be. I really believe. I mean, there has to be something like that. People that, you know what I'm saying, can get up to the point, but when the date come, you know what I mean, they start probably churning. You know what I'm saying? Butterflies. They probably sweating. They probably go through a lot of things because people want things to be perfect. Like when I meet this woman, I want it to be perfect. There is no me showing up and just, I mean, I ain't even brushed my head today, but you gonna get what you gonna get. No, you want that moment to be perfect. So the race for you trying to make it perfect probably creates anxiety for people. You know what I mean? That you probably don't even know how they be feeling. You know what I mean? Especially if you somebody that had failed date after failed date after failed date after failed date, and now you like, all right, it must be me. What am I doing, and how can I change it? So you have to find a way to fix it. You have to find a way to fix that, and within that, that's why a lot of dating anxiety, you know what I'm saying, probably plays people. And some of these people probably had the greatest intentions. You know what I'm saying? The thing I think we need to be more transparent because if that's something that you have, maybe you let the person know, like, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I ghosted a couple of people before we went out on a date because, you know what I mean, dot dot dot. You know what I mean? My hands get sweaty, my throat get dry. You know what I mean? I go through this. I go through all these things because I'm trying to be so perfect. You know what I mean? And let that person. You never know, that person might ease you through it. That person might be like, listen, man, don't worry about it. It ain't that deep, and they ease you through the steps. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they plan something, or maybe I mean, they come over your house where you more comfortable at and just take it from there, and y'all just keep moving forward like that. But um I think people do deal with I mean, just dating, I mean, first dating experiences, man. Dating anxiety is a real thing. Some people are not comfortable in certain situations. You have to think about it. Online dating had to become a thing because there are introverts in the world that aren't comfortable going out to try to seek out other partners. So if you're already uncomfortable in that situation, how do you think a person will feel if they get to the first date? You know what I'm saying? I understand that online dating is a big thing because now people become busy, we bog down with time. Even extroverts are on online dating because I want to explore all my options. I'm out here in the streets and I want to see what's on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss no valuable candidate. So even those people are online dating. So if I mean, you got that, you got people that just don't know how to, I mean, go about talking to somebody, people that have anxiety, the fear of meeting somebody. So listen, if people are online dating because of that, trust me, that carries over. It doesn't just subside because, all right, I found a match and now we cool. It doesn't stop then. You still have that. It might even grow because now, I'm finding somebody that cool. I really don't want to mess this up. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. I thought I was going on a normal dinner date with a guy from Bumble, but halfway through the meal, he started asking me about my financial needs. He said he could help me with that. I was mortified. Are these sugar daddy recruiters just lurking on dating apps now? Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, baby girl. He probably like, you done blew a good chance. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to take care of you. See me, you know what I mean? You need like that. Help you out. You know what I'm saying? My man, what my man say on Set It Off? When Stoney was like, I gotta pay the rent, Nate. You know what I need, Stoney? You want this rent paid. You know what I'm saying? So there are people, listen, back to the, I mean, like I said before, there are people on online dates that don't know how to hold conversation with people. But they can be very well off. You know what I'm saying? So they lead with money. You know what I mean? So that is the real thing. And some of the people that do that out of comfort. That's how that's how they pursue people. That's how they go about people, and they feel like that's how I get someone. You know what I'm saying? Within this thing called dating or a partner. Some people lead with that because that's all they know how to lead with. I mean, they don't know how to hold a conversation. They're not really good with the opposite sex, so they go to what they go to. That this is the normal. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is easy for me. So that's what they lead with, man. Think about it. Like, I'm just going to use this example. Like in basketball, right? You might see Steph Curry take a shot. You might go, that shot was crazy. How you make that? But you don't even realize he took that shot in practice 3,300 million times. He shot that shot in practice. So even though we looked at the shot like it was a crazy shot, to him it's normal. So a man that leads with his wallet, you might be like, oh, I'm mortified or I'm disgusted that he did that. That's normal to him because he may have had success with that in the past. He may have, you know what I'm saying, hit somebody up and you know what I mean, led with that, and maybe the situation didn't last long, but it lasted sometime. You know what I mean? He got 6 months. He got 6 months out of somebody like that. He got a year, 2, 3 years out of somebody like that. So now, because I've had success with that, that is what I lead with. It's not just saying that he's trying to be disrespectful. He's not trying to mortify you. You know what I mean? Even the fact that he's trying to be a sugar daddy, he's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Especially, see, the crazy thing about that is that in today's term, it's hard for us to even label him as a sugar daddy because all we hear now is women that say, I need a man that's going to do 100%, not 50. So he stepped in saying, I can do the 100. So now because he stepped in saying I can do the 100, he ran into somebody that said they're mortified by that. But this is all I hear. This is all I see. This is what I think that you want. And this is what I'm trying to give you. So it's a high level of confusion. That's why I tell people, yo, be yourself. Do not let social media um, mold your experience or mold what you think dating life is. Be yourself. Go in there, man, and when you link up with somebody and as y'all go through, y'all set y'all rules. Y'all don't have social media setting the rules for y'all. Well, I watched such and such podcast, and they said we should do this. I saw such and such podcast. They said we shouldn't have a joint account because if you have a joint account, but this one said you should have a joint account. Whatever rules that y'all set and put in place for y'all relationship, that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever makes y'all happy. If y'all like, yo, we cool and we can bring on another partner and we gonna do the poly thing. Somebody might look at that like, ooh, why y'all gonna do that? But if y'all can handle that and y'all cool with it, do what y'all wanna do to make each other's happy. It's y'all life, not ours. Do not try to live another person's life because you'll be unhappy for the rest of your life. Trust me, man. So, um, as my man Isa would say, you didn't give us enough context because I find it hard to believe that a man would just come out. But you said, but halfway through the mill, you know what I'm saying? See, men say things, and did you like insinuate that? Oh man, I really don't get out because I work so much. You know what I mean? I'm trying to catch up on the bills. If men, we natural born fixers. So if you telling me that, he probably like, well, you know what I mean? What do you need financially? You know what I'm saying? I can help you with that. That's what I'm saying. Like a woman to tell you part of the conversation, and that part of the conversation make up the story, but not letting you know that, you know what I mean. Before a man went into what's your financial needs, you was in there talking about something. I barely get to go out because I don't have the money to go out. Oh, this is a nice restaurant I never ate here before. This is expensive. I don't do nothing like this because all the money. So that's what I'm saying. Like as my man Isa would say, this kind of lacks context because he did that to you halfway into the you know what I mean, into the date, she said. So what was you talking about? You know what I mean? Were you talking about, you know what I mean, the what you needed financially and he decided to take it there to help you out? It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? I matched with a woman and after a few good conversations, she asked if I could FaceTime her mom before we even met. She said she never goes on a first date without her mom's spiritual guided approval. What's the weirdest pre-date request you ever heard of? Wow. Wow. Meet mom before I even take even take you out. Listen, you gotta be careful. You gotta be meeting mom. I might want to take mom out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, listen, hey mom, tell your daughter to stay home. You get ready. But but no, that's wild. What's the weirdest pre-date request you've ever heard of? I don't have any weird pre-date requests. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Yeah, but that is kind of wild. She said for her mom's spiritual guided approval. I wonder, did y'all even go on a date? Did mom approve of you? You know what I'm saying? Like, You know what I mean? Did she approve of you to go on a date and anything like that? What was like? That's kind of wild. And if she did approve of you going on a date, did you still go on a date? Like you still went there? What did you do, brother? You know what I'm saying? I once had a date casually mentioned over dinner that he wasn't actually single. His girlfriend just doesn't check his phone like that. Have you guys ever had a moment where you just wanted to get up and leave in the middle of a date? Damn. Yes, I did have that happen. I did have that happen though. You know what I'm saying? But that's wild that he came out and let you know that. You see, that's the transparency that you women ask for, but then when you get it, you get mortified, you get disgusted. How dare he? He let you know from, you know what I mean, day one, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I mean? You having a good time, I'm having a good time too. I got somebody else, I ain't gonna lie to you. They just, you know what I mean, they just cool like that. They don't check my phone or nothing like that. So, you know, I do what I do, they do what they do. How dare he? How would he even, I'm out of here. He told you the truth. Now, if another man, you know what I'm saying, would have came across and took you on 50 first dates, you know what I'm saying, and 50 dates in a row, and he never told you that you fall in love, you head over heels with this man, and next thing you know, you at the company picnic, you look over there, he over there with his wife, you know what I'm saying? He James from accounting, and his wife is, you know what I mean, so that's what I'm saying, like, y'all gotta be, y'all gotta be, y'all gotta be, I think the crazy thing about online dating is a lot of people online dating that don't know what they want. They just want to, they're looking for the thing that they think they want to seek them out. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't know, they have no clear cut uh, view of what I want. But we always say we dating with intentions, right? But we all just randomly dating. They have no clear cut view or clear cut, you know what I mean, image of what they want. So they sit on there and they wait for people to match with them. And from those matches, that's how they just gauge out where their level of interest is at. But they really don't have any, you know what I mean? It's no intention at all. You know what I mean? So I think like you really need a clear cut view of what you want so you know what to go after. And you know when something comes after you, if you no, that ain't what I want. This because there's a lot of people that are settled because they just like I said, you don't want to be lonely. You don't want to be lonely. So just oh no, my bad. I'm sorry. I did say I went left field. What was the worst? The worst thing I had, man. I was like super young at this time. I took a chick out. We was at like Pizza Hut. This is how young I was. Pizza Hut. You know what I mean? This is when you take a girl to Pizza Hut, and that was still, you know what I mean, that was still feasible. And for some odd reason, yo, she had the craziest attitude with the waitress. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It could have been me because, like I said on Tuesday's episode, I am an extrovert. I talk a lot. I don't care. I don't even have to know who you are. I'll bust up a conversation with you. And you know, with me and that, and she had an attitude. I mean, she was calling this woman bees, not to her face, not to her face. Oh, this bee, this, that. And I'm like, dang, you don't even know this lady. Like, why are you so upset? And I didn't even get a reason, but I'm talking about disgusted with this person. And I was like, dang, like, this being a first date, like, and you so upset with somebody that you don't know. I was like, man, how is this going to be moving forward? You know what I mean? And, but that was wild, though. So that was one of the dates that I did want to get up and leave in the middle of the date because I'm talking about she was just every chance that the young lady walked past, and you know what I mean, or she tried to help us, her sisters. Y'all want me to refill y'all drinks? You know what I mean? This, that. And she was like, that's the, damn. You know what I mean? I hope you don't give her no tip. She barely doing her job. She ain't doing this right. That be this, that be. I'm like, dang. Like, do you know her? No, I don't know her. I'm like, why you feel so deeply about somebody that you don't know? So that was one of those times where, you know what I'm saying, where I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. Um, I met a woman whose dating profile had a checklist of 20 plus requirements. Must make six figures, must be over 6'2", must drive a foreign car, must own property, must not have social media. Is online dating people, is online dating making people way too picky, or is it just exposing the standards people always had but never voiced? Now this is crazy because I just talked about having a clear cut opinion, but it has to be realistic. It has to be realistic. If a person has an online dating profile, you think they don't got a social media profile? So how you gonna say in the you must not be on social media? Nowadays, online dating is social media. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And think about the requirements. If I'm a man and I'm 6'2", I got a foreign car, I got my own property, I got six figures. Why do you think I'm on this online dating app? Because if you think I really need to be on online dating app, you know what I'm saying? You really listen. I mean, not just the qualifications of you, but damn near 90 to 95% of the women out here. I don't need to be on no dating app. You know what I'm saying? I can go to the corner store, go to the supermarket, and I'm gonna find a viable candidate there. So, and even still, what if that man hit you with his She said he said 20 plus, but he only gave us a handful. What you do when that man hit you with his requirements? All right, I checked all 20 of the requirements that you want. Now here's mine. So let's see how many of mine you hit. You know what I'm saying? So we be asking for things that we not in a position to attainably get ourselves. Come on, man, y'all gotta be careful out here, man. We demand things, and we're not even in a position to be demanding of anything at all. Like that is very unrealistic checklist. You know what I'm saying? And he only gave us how many things did he give us? He said 6 figures is 1, over 6'2", 2, foreign cars 3, own properties 4, and must not be on social media is 5. So he gave us 5 out of the 20 things. There's 15 other things on here. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. Let's be real. Dang. Yeah, me checked on the list. You said 6'2". I'm only 6. I'm like 6 feet 6'1". I'm off of there. Foreign car. I don't got no foreign. Got my own property though. So let me stop. Like, but dang, yo, that's wild, man. Like, come on, man. We. I'm gonna say like, cause he asked us, or is it just exposing the standards people always had but never avoid? We never know where that lady at in her life, man. Some people get to the point where they like, listen, I don't want to deal with dot 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 dot. I don't want to deal with this no more. I don't want to deal with that no more. So whatever that is for her, and she set up her list, that can be why. You know what I'm saying? But just online dating make people too picky. Social media made us too picky. When Instagram hit, man, I know a couple of dudes. Instagram was a smorgasbord for people because you could just literally go in there and see. You could type in, I mean, who from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily typing in. And you can go down there and DM a million girls if you want. At the end of the day, like I actually said, we men. Rejection means nothing to me. So if I DM a million girls, out of the million girls that I just DM within an hour, you think I'm gonna get rejected by a million of them? No. So the ones that say no, say no. The ones that say what's up, I'm cool with. So yeah, social media has put us in a position where we feel as though not feel as though, but it's true. Your options have widened. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when I grew up in Philadelphia, man, we had whatever area you hung in because listen, when we grew up, we didn't hang up in every area of Philly. If you lived in West Oak Lane, you might have chilled in West Oak Lane and you might have ventured over into Germantown. If you lived in Germantown, you might have chilled in Germantown and you might have ventured over to North Philly. If you lived in Southwest, so forth and so on. So that was your online dating right there. The girls in West Oak Lane, the girls in Germantown. Now, like I said, with social media, I got all of Philadelphia, I got New Jersey, I can pull up Ambler, Norristown, Chester. I got all y'all right here that I can just go through and just do. Send, and the thing about it, I'm sending y'all all the same DM. Ain't nobody getting no different DM. All y'all getting the same thing. You know, everybody getting the same DM. Everybody's getting the same message, and we gonna move forward like that. Right. This is I've been seeing a guy for a month, and every weekend we go on amazing dates. But I found out from mutual friends that he's been on multiple dating apps for years, always going on first and second dates, but never committed to anyone. Are there people who just love the dating phase but never actually want a relationship? This is similar to the one we said. Yes, yes. There are people that, you know what I'm saying, grow up and may have never been the cool kid in school, you know what I'm saying? So, they didn't have all the dates and they weren't sought after. They weren't the prom king or women that weren't the prom queen. And now they could be on all these dating apps and they can just match up with people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be desired. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be sought after. Not just women. Men want that as well. So this is the thing that's probably, you know what I mean, curing that for him. It just is what it is. The profile with no effort. Why do some people put absolutely no effort into their profiles? I've seen bios that literally just say 6 feet or ask me, do they really expect the conversation to start off with that? Yes. For one, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what level a person is within their online dating. Like, it could be new to some people for online dating. I'm not the pro where I know to put, oh, my desires and my wants and this, that, and the third, and I can use all of these certain emojis that's the online dating emoji. Everybody's not that well versed in skill. And you know what I mean? Some people come from a world where I'm in the supermarket, I might walk up to you and they say hello. You have no profile on me then. You know what I mean? All you get is what you see, and you know that I'm in the supermarket, and I am saying if I got milk and eggs in my cart, or he like milk and eggs. That's all you have. So everybody is not skilled to be like, you know what I mean, let me update my profile and make it this because I want to be something. You know what I mean? If they say, ask them, think about it. If you're interested in that person because of how they look, you know what I'm saying, then ask that person what's up. You know what I'm saying? Go for it like that. You know, and question why they bio not like that. You never know why a person bio like that. Everybody is not at the same level of expertise that everybody is at. You could have been in the dating app. I've been down the dating app for 5 years, and I'm trying to see they in there. They in year one. They in month number one. So yeah, man, it is what it is. I matched with this guy who had photos on yachts and expensive cars and with designer everything. We met for coffee and he asked me to split the $4 bill. Have you guys ever seen someone pretend to be rich online but be broke in real life? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all questions start to blend in, all be like, which I assume is all of the problems with an online dating will be very similar. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? That happens not just on online dating apps. That happens on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. People just do that because people want to. People want to pretend they have a life that they don't. You know what I mean? Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook is all a blank canvas, and whatever I paint for the picture to be, that's what the picture will be. I went on a date where the guy kept looking at his phone, and halfway through dinner, he told me his cousin was in the area in case he needed an excuse to leave. How common is it for people to have escape plans ready before a date? It's very common. We see that. We see that in movies and shows. You know what I mean? Trust me, that's not new. We see that in movies, shows, everything. So, you know what I mean? How common is it if you think you've seen it on several shows? I see several shows. Even people that don't online, they can see that probably seen it on several shows. Like, if I text you, call me back and tell me my house on fire, something like that. That's an escape plan. You know what I mean? Don't nobody listen. Don't nobody want to go through a long date that they don't want to be on. So listen, if I can cut ties early, I'm gonna cut ties early. I went on one date with a guy, and by the next morning, he was texting me, "Good morning, my queen," and sending long paragraphs about our journey together. How do you let someone down without them losing their mind? Tell them that he become overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Tell him he become overwhelming. I'm like, listen, it's just you just a little bit too much for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to, you know what I mean, some space. Create some space right there. Like, listen, don't. We always feel like we gotta protect somebody else's feelings by letting somebody know how we feel. You have to protect your feelings at all costs. So even if that means hurting your feelings by letting you know that I'm not there, you have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's only right for you and that person. I can't play around with you and you get deeply invested in it. I'm getting the I mean what the good morning queen and you know what I'm saying and all those early morning texts. You know what I'm saying? So you have to let that person down. You know what I'm saying? And protect your feelings at all costs, even if that means hurting yours. I showed up to meet a guy from Tinder, and he looked nothing like his photos. When I asked about it, he said, "Oh yeah, those were taken a few years ago, but it's still me." Are people really out here pretending that they haven't aged or changed in 5 years? No, people probably just don't update their profile that much. You know what I'm saying? That might be their best pictures, and I'm talking from a guy. I don't even take that many pictures. Like if I was going online dating, I would have to probably take pictures of myself. I don't even know. The most recent pictures that I have of me would be it'll probably be a couple years. I don't sit around just taking pictures of myself. Like, you know what I mean? For women, that's probably something y'all going online dating. Y'all probably hit your profile with 20 up to date pictures from last week. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. Like I'm not just sitting around taking selfies all day with pictures of me. So if I was to start an online dating profile, it would be pictures that's probably from a while back. Luckily enough, I don't look that different. Ain't like I changed. You know what I'm saying I mean, so I could probably pass for a picture that's 5 years ago because I ain't changed that much. My hairstyle's still the same. Everything is still the same. You know me, still goatee and all that. So I'm probably a lucky person who could probably do that and still be cool. I was on a date with a guy who spent the whole time taking selfies and sending them to people. He barely asked me anything about myself. Is this just normal now? That's wild, because I just said that men don't do that, and you gonna come out here and just prove me wrong, because I just said that. You set me up for the okie doke. No, no, but I don't. To me, I don't know that to be normal. Like a man is just on a date, he's taking a whole bunch of selfies and sending them to people. You know what I mean? I don't know that to be. I'm not gonna say normal. Excuse me. I don't know men that do that. I'm not gonna say normal, because that mean that's me like calling him a weirdo. I don't know men that do that. So to me, that is something very abnormal. It doesn't mean that it's not normal to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't go out. Like, y'all even question the fact, like, yo, you ISO, do y'all be out? Y'all don't be putting pictures on social media. The only thing y'all got on there is the pod. Well, first off, that's my homie. And if we do go out, we ain't gonna be like, hey, yo, bro, post for the picture. We don't do. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that we don't do. It just is what it is. Um, After 3 months of dating a guy I met on Hinge, I got a random Instagram DM from a woman saying, hey, just so you know, that's my husband and we have 2 kids together. Do people really think they won't get caught living double lives in the age of social media? Yeah, people think that. Yes, what do you mean? It's people out here that are criminals that think that, you know what I'm saying, whatever crime they commit, they won't get caught. That's why you do it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody doesn't do something with the intention of getting caught. You do it thinking that I'm going to get away with it. So yes, people do things thinking they're going to get away with it. And cheating is a big thing. Cheating is a big thing, and not just like online, in relationships, period. So yes, people do things, attempt things thinking that they're going to get away with it. Or they would never attempt it. Trust me, you know what I'm saying? How many times you heard somebody like, man, if I wouldn't get caught, man, I put my hands on such and such. If I wouldn't get in trouble for it, yeah, so they don't do it. Because in their mind, they're like, if I do it, I'm going to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But the people that do things, in their mind, they're like, I'm not going to get caught, so I'm going to attempt this. So yes, there are people that attempt things within their mind thinking they won't get caught. And you will be surprised how many people don't get caught. You know what I mean? Just because it's the age of social media and there's cameras everywhere, there are still people that don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? This is the last one. I kind of try to run through the last ones a little fast. This is the last one right here. I showed up to a date and the guy brought his best friend, who sat there and judged me the entire time. Have you ever been on a date where someone brought an unexpected guest? Yes, but I'm a man. I never seen a guy bring another friend. And you didn't say his best friend was a male or a female, so I don't know. But I do not. I've never been on it. I never even known a guy to take another, because women do it for not just security and safety. So I understand that. When that happened, it's cool. All right, bet. And I was, what I mean, I was informed before it happened. So all right, bet. I'm taking you out. I'm taking your friend out. So now I gotta court you and court your friend. Because if I went over your friend, I might went over you. Even if you're like, I don't know, I'm so iffy, girl. No, he cool. Trust me. You should go out with him again. So you know what I mean. That's the advantage that you get if you do it like that. If you do it right. If I went over your friend, I went over you. Because now I got somebody in my corner that's gonna be bad for me. You know what I'm saying? When something happens. So you know what I mean. But for a guy to bring another, I never heard of that, because that's kind of new. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he bring another guy, which would be an even weirder experience. You know what I mean? Or if he bring like, this is my female best friend. You know what I'm saying? So that just seems that seems like kind of crazy. You say the person was judging you the entire time. Sound like it might have been a female friend. You know what I'm saying? And those type of situations, the guys, we are very oblivious to things. And I'm saying that because the female friend that he brought could have been a female friend that likes him, and she giving him all the signs, he just don't pick up on it. So now she's like, oh, let me go out there and make sure, because you got bad taste in women, so let me go out there with you to make sure you get the right one, because we don't need a repeat of, when you was dating such and such. We don't need a repeat of that. But in her heart, she like him. And he's so blind to it, he don't even know the fact that, she like you. You know what I'm saying? She want to be the next one. So she out there now, she judging you. So that could have been a situation right there. Because trust me, man, it's plenty of guys that be oblivious that, the girl right next door to you, she is infatuated with you. You know what I'm saying? And you have her over, y'all watch movies. Y'all do all the boyfriend-girlfriend shit, except for sleeping together and holding hands and kissing. And you talking about, yo, how she's so cool. You probably talking her like, yo, you meet somebody, yo, yo, you gonna be the one because you a cool girl. You cool, you'll be a cool girlfriend. You don't even realize she won't be your girlfriend. Trust me, man. It's guys like that that's very oblivious to that. And that could have been a situation why she probably came out the gate judging you. You know what I'm saying? So that could have been what it was. But yeah, you said, have you ever been on a date with somebody brought an unexpected guest? Not unexpected because it was something that was expected. You know what I'm saying? I knew what was going on, and you know what I'm saying. I was cool with it from that point because I understand like you don't really know me, so for your safety and security, I'm gonna bring my friend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that. Some things as men we just gotta acquiesce to. I'm cool with that, especially if I'm trying to date and win you over. But yo, man, nonetheless, this has been the online dating questions and concerns, you know what I mean, segment of the week. Listen, I still got a lot of not just questions and concerns, but a lot of stories from y'all. Like I said, man, I'm gonna link up with ISO, man, and if we go over that and read those over, man, and do what we gotta do, it'll definitely be a great show because I know his insight and yeah, I mean how he is, his mindset, and how he go back and forth on certain things, man. The entertainment, I mean, that we can provide with y'all with one of those episodes would be great, man. Listen, thank y'all for sending in y'all questions and concerns on online dating. We are not the online dating podcast. I don't know why y'all sending so many of those. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate it nonetheless, man. Listen, if you're new here, I ask that you like, rate, review, share, subscribe. Some of those small things to show that you appreciate the big things that we do. And oh man, this will be the Friday show by the time y'all hear this. My birds will be gearing up to be the Super Bowl champions. You know what I'm saying? And if we not, I'll go back and edit this and take that line out. But without further ado, man, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. We out of here, y'all. Peace. We gone.